Wednesday, Bulldogs. It's the first day of November, All Saints Day, and this is the news. I'm Donovan Hughes.
And I'm Josh Hernandez. It's also Dias de los Muertos. You know what that means, boys. We have the announcements and the weather coming up, but first, please stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here's the news. Seniors, the day for on-campus senior portraits has changed. If you have not been able to make an appointment for senior portraits with Prestige, they will be on campus November 15th and 16th to take senior portraits. To schedule your appointment, email the yearbook advisor, Mrs. Watson, with your full name, and she will schedule a time for you. Mrs. Watson's email is gwatson@fcusd.org.
Wrestling tryouts officially begin this week. Practices go from 4 to 6 Monday through Thursday and 2:30 to 4:30 on Fridays in the wrestling room. Wrestling tryouts are open to any FHS student and everyone is welcome to join. Folsom Wrestling is a 17-time league champions and a 4-time section champions. Come be a part of a championship program.
Mr. Bias is continuing to host career speakers during pause in CT 102. Tomorrow, an Army representative will be there. And next week on November 9th, ABC NorCal will talk about construction apprenticeships. Check it out in CT 102 during pause on Thursdays.
This Friday is the annual Physics Soapbox Derby. There will be lots of teams and some great action as the cars roll from the HS building down to the gym. Here's a video from last year's race to prime you up for this year's event.
Welcome to the 2022 Soapbox Derby. Every year, this event brings a lot of action, excitement, and good times, and this year was no different.
Building this car was an interesting experience. It was a lot of teamwork and camaraderie. It took a lot of talents mixed together. We had to get the structure, and we had to have a lot of artistic ability in it, and it overall took a lot of work, but it was really fun working with this team.
Some cars took off with their team running behind them, while others didn't pan out as expected.
It was a little slow. Our car was very low to the ground, so we did a lot of stopping when we didn't even press the brake.
We got the W, that's all that matters. We're 1-0.
We won. It's a W.
1-0. About to go 2-0 when I'm up.
Team number 2, come on!
With plenty of awards given out, such as Tortuga, Speed Demon, and many more, you're not going to want to miss next year's Soapbox Derby.
And that race is coming up again this Friday after school. The first race begins at 2:45. Come cheer on the teams.
The FHS Choir has been invited to sing at Carnegie Hall in New York City. To help pay for the trip, they are hosting a fundraiser all day this Friday at Panda Express in the Safeway Shopping Center. 20% of all sales on Friday will be donated to the choir so they can make this trip. If you order online or use the app, enter code 363254 to be sure your order donates to the choir. So go over to Panda before and after the Soapbox Derby. That's all day this Friday at Panda Express.
Folsom will be hosting the 20th annual marching band competition this Saturday, November 4th. Gates open at 4 p.m. and the show starts at 5 p.m. You can watch high school bands from across the state compete. Folsom High's very own award-winning band will be performing last followed by the awards ceremony. There will be a snack bar and student tickets are only $8.
Last night there was definitely a fall chill in the air for Halloween. Is winter on the way?
Or will we have more warm, sunny days? Let's check in with Umbria in the Weather Center to find out.
Good morning, Folsom Bulldogs, and happy November. Despite us already being past Halloween, we've still got some days in the 90s coming up, unfortunately. But it's beginning to cool off a little with lows in the 50s, so don't give up hope yet. Today's looking pleasant enough in Sacramento, ranging from 43 to 75, so I hope you brought a light jacket. Just in case you happen to live anywhere else in California, here's the weather you'd be experiencing. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that most of you live right in this red circle, which means that this map is incredibly unhelpful because there is no number for this circle. Want another unhelpful piece of information? This is what the weather's like in Tahoe. Yeah, I don't really care about that much either. Well, that's it from me. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Ambria. Sounds like good weather for the Soapbox Derby and Marching Band Festival. In other news, make your plans now and get your tickets for this fall musical, Seussical the Musical. Performances will be starting next week on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, November 9th through 11th. And the following week, the 16th through the 18th at 7 p.m. in the theater. Tickets are $12 for adults and $10 for students and can be purchased at our.show/SeussFHS.
And this last note from the office, if you have lost anything this year, come by the Lost and Found in the office. They have hats, jackets, binders, books, glasses, and all kinds of stuff, you name it. All items not collected by November 17th will be donated to Goodwill. Go pick up your stuff up in the office today.
And that's all the announcements for this Wednesday.
Let's make it a Dia de los Muertos to be a bulldog.